guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Growing Orchids in Jamaica. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe so you see just how I grow orchids in Jamaica. I really hope you're enjoying the series so far, Native Orchids in Jamaica. And of course, I could not complete this series without featuring our Broughtonia Orchid guru in Jamaica. And so, if you want to see what this Broughtonia Orchid guru has to offer, just stay tuned. Welcome back, guys. Let me introduce you to our very own Claude Hamilton.
When I started this business, people didn't buy orchids. And the people who sold them didn't sell them to people like you and I.
Yes.
So people like you and I didn't know what they look like or how to grow them. Then I introduced it to Broughtonia Jamaicensis.
Right.
But there are Broughtonias from other places. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
So there's one Broughtonia from the Dominican Republic called Broughtonia Domingensis. And there are 3 from Cuba. And you're lucky. We have all of them in bloom. So the most common one in Cuba is Broughtonia Orchids, which has a look of Broughtonia sanguinea, and which Cubans have confused with Broughtonia sanguinea to say that they have Broughtonia sanguinea, but it's not so. They have Broughtonia Orchids. Then they have Broughtonia lindeni, and they have Broughtonia cubensis. Broughtonia cubensis, the flowers are quite unlike the other Broughtonias. But the plants of Broughtonia cubensis, especially when they are young, are indistinguishable from Broughtonia lindeni and Orchidsiana. So, this is Broughtonia cubensis.
Okay.
It's quite rare, and I didn't know this until I went to Cuba and saw it.
Okay.
What's this?
That's the pyloric.
That's right.
The pyloric. Man, this is gorgeous. Really gorgeous. Mr. Hamilton.
And these are
Seed pods. Yeah. And you don't see the pyloric pretty
they're good
often.
looking and you're attracted to them and they are receptive.
Yes.
Why not play with them?
Of course. This is a miniature.
No, this is Broughtonia sanguinea.
Oh, that's a
You know Frontier?
Frontier?
Yes.
Yeah.
In St. Mary?
Yeah.
This comes from a guango tree in Frontier.
Awesome.
So what is that?
Is that I have
Broughtonia sanguinea.
really? This is a sanguinea? One off? This is
Let me show you what that was bred from.
Awesome.
And it was bred from something that is interesting but not so interesting. That was stone.
Oh my lord, look at that specimen. Oh my lord.
So this is the ancestor of those.
You're saying that's the ancestor, so that means you find that basically in the wild.
It was found in the wild.
Right.
Only one dege dege plant, man,
Mm.
in the whole of Jamaica has ever been found that looked like that. And that was found probably 40 years ago. So here's another one.
This is awesome, awesome, awesome. They are awesome.
This is Broughtonia Orchids.
Mm-hmm.
And a typical Broughtonia Orchids kind of looks like this. This only comes from Cuba.
Oh,
And the plant, the ones that you're familiar with don't look like this.
no, the leaves are bigger.
So this is what the Cubans look at and think they are Broughtonia sanguinea.
Oh,
But this is a different animal. Look at this and you look at Broughtonia cubans, you realize they're quite different. This is a hybrid
okay, right.
with a very cheeky name. And these are called Broughtonia Hamlin's masterpiece.
It definitely is a masterpiece.
Well, I don't know, but I think I got a little bit carried away at a show one day. And I had bred these, and nobody had ever seen anything like it before.
Mm-hmm.
And there's an American Orchid Society award that is given to a group of 12 siblings from the same set of seed, called an award of quality. And to get that, you have to exhibit 12 seedlings in bloom of this cross together. And at least one of them has to have received an American Orchid Society Quality Award. So it's kind of a big deal. And so they come in yellow and they come in white. And I very cheekily exhibited 15 white and 15 yellow. And it blew the judges' mind. And in those days, we had entirely foreign judges. Mm-hmm. And they'd never seen anything like that before. And so they wanted to give 2 awards of quality, one to the yellow set and one to the white set. Mm-hmm. Well, the American Orchid Society wouldn't allow that. But then, up to that point, I hadn't named the hybrid. So then, when it received an award, I had to find a name. And so since my head had gotten really big, I decided to call it Hamlin's Masterpiece.
All right, Hamlin's Masterpiece. And that is right, because
Then
that's what it is.
we have another hybrid. I don't see any. Called Broughtonia Wynot.
Oh,
And Broughtonia Wynot is normally red
mm-hmm.
with a golden yellow center. Wynot is a very important hybrid now in orchid breeding. And it's a cross between Broughtonia sanguinea and an orchid from Central America called Guariante Aurantiaca.
Aurantiaca.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yes. The Jamaica fire though, because I was mixing it up with the Wynot, but I'm realizing that it's different.
Different animal.
Mm-hmm, that's what I realized.
Completely different animal.
Wow, wow.
Now, this is not at all growing or blooming properly, because this can have several flowers, and I have one round the back with a lot more flowers. Mm-hmm. But as with orchids, the same hybrid, type of hybrid can come in different color forms.
I realized.
So the gentleman who got the stolen orchids in Hawaii, he managed to produce an orchid like this.
Oh, this is.
This is a Wynot.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! So this is a Wynot.
Yeah.
Tell me why it's a Wynot. What is
Because
so...
Wynot is a hybrid between Aurantiaca and
And the
sanguinea.
oh.
So it doesn't matter what color
What
sanguinea
color?
and what color.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Because all this time I thought all the why not had this yellow in the center and perhaps red.
No, and if you come from China, you're going to think that all people look Chinese. So, unfortunately, you're a little bit too early. This plant here is Broughtonia lindeni, and in another 2 weeks, it will be in bloom. But this is not just Broughtonia lindeni, that is Broughtonia lindeni alba.
Oh.
Pure white.
White, yes.
And we have been able to use this to breed to other things.
Okay.
We don't have any seedlings yet,
Okay.
but we are pretty sure that it is going to produce white seedlings, white offspring, which is not always the case. The peach Broughtonia sanguinea.
This is gorgeous, Mr. Hamilton.
So,
now you understand why you're the guru.
I don't know.
I'm telling you. Yes,
Now,
you
this
are.
is a Broughtonia sanguinea hybrid. Here is one. And here's another division of the plant. And this is a hybrid called Tetratonia dark prince. And it's a hybrid of Broughtonia sanguinea and another orchid called Tetramicra canaliculata.
Okay.
These two are Broughtonia Hamlin's master.
Oh, the white.
These three white ones.
Right.
And they have yellow siblings. Now, there's an orchid from the Dominican Republic called Broughtonia domingensis. Broughtonia domingensis looks a little bit bright, Broughtonia negrilensis. And somebody managed to find a white one, and they were able to breed it to a yellow Broughtonia sanguinea. And when we're trying to breed albinos now, we prefer to use the yellow rather than the white Broughtonia sanguinea.
Oh.
And this is the offspring. Now, it doesn't look so interesting until I tell you a little bit more of the story. Now, once upon a time, there were 3 orchids from the northern Caribbean that look fairly similar. So there's Broughtonia lindeni from Cuba and the Bahamas. There's one, and at the time it was called Catleopsis lindeni. And then there was one called Leleopsis domingensis from the Dominican Republic. And then there was one from Westmoreland in Jamaica. And the experts in England who knew everything said that the 3 of them were the same. So the one from Westmoreland was called Leleopsis domingensis. So somebody bred Leleopsis domingensis to Broughtonia sanguinea, and they called it Broughtonia Kingston in honor of Kingston, our capital. Then some years later, some genius said, but these are the same in the same genus. So instead of calling one Catleopsis lindeni and one Leleopsis domingensis, we should all call them Broughtonias. So Leleopsis domingensis became Broughtonia domingensis and so on. The upshot of that is that we lost the whole name of the genus. So instead of being Lioponia Kingston, it now became Broughtonia Kingston. But of course, sanguinea is mostly red, and domingensis is mostly pink, and the offspring is pinky red, except that when they use the white domingensis and the yellow sanguinea, we got this. And this doesn't look like anybody special, but bred to the right person or right orchid. This is one of the parents of Broughtonia Hamlin's masterpiece.
Oh.
And the expert said, but that can't be right. There is absolutely no way that an orchid that looks like that could produce one that looks like this.
I would say the same thing too.
So my question to the experts was, well, if that is not the parent, what is? We have not been able to get an answer yet. Then that's Broughtonia sanguinea.
That's the one we actually find.
No.
Okay, because it looks a
We
lot
don't
bigger.
find this in the bush.
Right, because it looks a lot bigger.
So this is an offspring of my yellow peloric Broughtonia sanguinea.
Oh, okay.
And these are quite special.
Yes, I can
And
see that.
these have also the ability, we believe, to breed white and yellow and red.
Oh, beautiful, Mr. Hamilton. Really beautiful.
This is a hybrid of a Broughtonia.
Really? Okay.
It's a cross between an orchid that is a Broughtonia hybrid. So this one parent of this is Broughtonia, why not?
Oh.
And the other parent is a Laelia.
Mm.
A Laelia is one of those things that has huge pseudobulbs and long inflorescences.
Oh, okay, okay.
And so might be she had mentioned or you had mentioned Jamaica Fire.
The Jamaica Fire, I did.
Jamaica Fire is also a why not hybrid.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think we have any in bloom.
Right.
So we can take a walk around here.
Look at this.
You know Broughtonia negrilensis.
Yes,
but this is not negrilensis.
Oh my God. The formation of it is similar.
Because
the
negrilensis plant doesn't look like that.
No.
This is
no.
Broughtonia lindeni. Feel the edges of the leaf.
It's sharp.
But because serrated.
Or serrated.
And
okay.
the Jamaican Broughtonias are the only ones that don't have serrated leaves.
Oh.
Which I find quite weird.
Because we're special. So we have
but
to
you
be
notice
different.
the pseudobulbs are relatively small.
Yes, much smaller than ours.
This is Broughtonia Orchids. Feel the margins of the leaf.
Yes. Sharp.
Yeah. This is another Broughtonia lindeni.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The shape.
And like all things living, each one differs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Right.
And if we're lucky, we might be able to find Broughtonia Domingo. Here we are. This one is not in the greatest condition. The flowers tend to be very cupped.
Yes.
This is not one with what we would consider good form.
Mm-hmm.
But it has pseudobulbs like Broughtonia sanguinea.
Mm-hmm.
But there are two features that you can use to tell them apart quite easily. First of all, feel the leaf margin.
These are a little coarse, but not as.
That's right.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But
as
also the pseudobulbs have ridges.
Oh, right. I'm seeing it there. Yes.
So those are the two main distinguishing features for that species when it's not in bloom.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
One of the things that we try to do is some of these rare species, we try to reproduce them.
Right.
Because I find that the best way to conserve a species
Is to reproduce.
Is to reproduce them and make them available to hobbyists.
Ah, so they are out
So
there.
they are spread all over.
Makes sense.
Now if we're lucky, we might find a white Broughtonia sanguinea around here.
All right.
No, Broughtonia sanguinea album.
Oh. Right.
Now, if you look at this bud, you detect any slight tones.
Oh, pink. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So it's not pure white.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So do we ever
Like
have
a
a
lot
pure
of-
white?
Now, at one time we
Yellow.
thought this was Broughtonia sanguinea.
Yes.
But it's a natural hybrid between sanguinea and negrilensis.
Oh. So
And
this-
one of the distinguishing features is the side lobes of the lip here. And this part here called the column. In the natural hybrid, the side lobes either fully or partially encircle the structure called the column. Whereas in the pure sanguinea, like this, it doesn't.
Oh. I want to thank you ever so much. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And so you will never miss another video, please subscribe to my channel. And as we say in Jamaica, just follow back on me. This is the Orchid Doc and I am growing orchids in Manchester, Jamaica.